Hello and welcome to the last news show of the semester. I'm Haley Shord.
And I'm Kaylin Clay. It really feels surreal to be wrapping up the news show for 2023.
Yes, the Christmas season has arrived and so has winter weather. Allie Hokema has the forecast. Allie, what's that weather looking like?
Thank you, Haley. Well, Tigers, despite the stressful atmosphere of finals week, I hope you're all feeling the excitement that comes with such a special season. We're in the home stretch of the semester and the weather for this week is certainly study weather, if you know what I mean. A crisp and cool way to begin December, with this week staying pretty consistently in the mid-50s to lower 60s. So good temperatures to keep representing your favorite holiday sweater. That is, except for Friday and Saturday, because the temperatures will be rising to the high 60s. As you can see, the sun will be peeking out for a majority of the week until that sun is covered by the clouds on Friday. And then Saturday, we will see some thunderstorms. But focusing specifically on today, we will have a high of 63 degrees and a low of 44. The sun will thankfully be on full display. But Saturday, as I previously mentioned, we will be having some thunderstorms with wind gusts up to 21 miles per hour. So if you're going to make study plans, make sure to set them somewhere inside. You don't want all those papers flying away. Well, Tigers, I hope you have a week filled with successful test scores and Christmas music on full blast. Numbers are provided by AccuWeather. I'm Allie Hokema. Back to the desk.
Well, thanks, Allie. My hope is for a white Christmas this year, as that is my hope every year, but we'll see. You never know in Arkansas. Now, speaking of Christmas, the annual Festival of Christmas, showcasing Christmas traditions, new and old, through song, dance, and drama, took place on December 1st and 2nd. Allie Hokema covered that event, and it was a festive one. Allie?
Christmas is coming to Ouachita, and what better way to partake in the holiday festivities than with a little bit of music. Ouachita put on its 31st annual Festival of Christmas on December 1st and December 2nd in Jones Performing Arts Center. It's a tradition in which Ouachita students participating in the fine arts can spread a little bit of Christmas cheer through the joy of performance.
A Ouachita Festival of Christmas performance is no ordinary Christmas concert. This is a tradition that combines the community of talented Ouachita students to carry on an event that has lasted 3 decades now.
Traditions can have great value in the university community and in, of course, Arkadelphia as well. I remember last year one of the professors walking out telling me that he had attended every festival of Christmas since it began.
I think it's important because it provides a sense of unity, it provides a sense of community as well.
Putting on a tradition like this one doesn't just happen overnight. The process for Festival of Christmas looks somewhat like this. Rehearsals usually begin in October, sometimes September, depending on the difficulty of the songs. And rehearsals in the choir room last until the end of November, until dress rehearsals are moved to Jones Performing Arts Center. Countless hours of late-night work then occur to finalize the pieces and combine dancers and orchestra members.
People can look forward to all sorts of new things. The director, Adam, has kind of changed the perspective that we take on Festival of Christmas this year from just a traditional choir concert where we stand and sing to a more theatrical production with a choir concert in it. So it's really changed and it's gone just to the next level this year. It's all new stuff, it's new choreography, new everything. It's wonderful.
Dr. Larry Grayson, this year's interim director of concert choir, and Dr. Ian Ibersbach, interim conductor of Ouachita Singers, also adds to the excitement by summarizing the highlights of the production.
Within Festival of Christmas, you've got a lot of different styles. We're kind of going for a little bit of a 1950s, almost radio show vibe in a way. And then we've got somebody that's going to do sound effects on stage to kind of create that effect of a live radio show. But then all of the music is kind of fun and festive about Christmas. We have a secular section and then a sacred section that we hit home the fact, the reason for the season.
And it always includes fun things like maybe snow, maybe Santa, just some fun people like that might show up. You just never know to be a part of the show.
Nothing else makes me feel alive as the arts do, so it's really important to me.
Wishing you a warm Ouachita Merry Christmas. I'm Allie Hokema for Ouachita News.
Well, I had the privilege of being a part of this event and singing in the choir. It's always been one of my favorite Ouachita events, and also happening in JPAC tonight at 8 p.m. is the Steel Drum Concert. Every year I hear students raving about this concert. If you get the chance, check out the event. Also in arts, Guitar-mageddon has been rescheduled for Friday night, December 8th at 8 p.m. in the Evans Student Center stage. This event always feels like a rock concert, and I hear there's some 80s music in the mix this year.
And if you're in the mood for theater this week, I'll see you at the One Act Place. I've been excited for this one. On Thursday and Friday of this week at 7:30 p.m. in Verser Theater, you can catch the plays and Matter and Spirit, a Chinese and American art exhibit, is still in Moses Provine Galleries 1 and 2. Now, I walked through the gallery last week and I can say it was stunning. Plenty of opportunities this week to grab those arts engagement credits before the semester is over.
And other happenings at Ouachita, Beta Ski Lodge is here to kick off finals week with some winter-themed excitement in the Tiger Den tomorrow night at 10 p.m. And you know the drill, another dance party at Ouachita to keep you motivated. And if you're up for a challenge, the Escape Fest is on Saturday, December 9th, kicking off at 6:30 p.m. in the library. Teams compete to design the best immersive game or play a designed 20-minute escape room with the best average time. And with basketball season starting up and the swimmers still swimming and everything happening in the world of sports, we're going to take a look at our Roar Rundown from Brody Kriegel. Brody, how are our Tigers looking?
Welcome to the Roar Rundown. I'm Brody Kriegel, and as the Jordan year comes to an end, we take a look at how the Tigers have clawed their way to the finish. We begin with men's basketball as the team fell on the road to Arkansas Tech by a score of 85-50 Saturday afternoon. Ouachita opened the game even with Arkansas Tech, with Tech making the first shot, followed by the Tigers making their own lead on a Taryn Williams three-pointer. Over the first 5 minutes of the game, the lead changed 8 times and was tied once. The Wonder Boys retook the lead at the 14:37 mark in the first half and began to take control of the contest. Tech stretched its lead to 16 points just before halftime and took a 48-32 lead at the break. The second half saw the Tigers come out cold and Arkansas Tech come out hot. The Wonder Boys continued to push its lead until the final buzzer, with Ouachita falling to Tech by the score of 85-50. Taryn Williams led the Tigers with 19 points. Williams was the only Tiger in double figures. Reggie Martin led in rebounding with 5 boards. The Tigers will look to get back on track as they take on Dallas Christian in Bill Vining Arena on Tuesday, December 5th at 7 p.m. The Ouachita women's basketball team erased a 16-point deficit and earned a 63-57 Great American Conference road win over Arkansas Tech on Saturday at Tugger Coliseum. Ouachita found itself down early, going scoreless over the span of more than 9 minutes from midway through the first period to midway through the second period. Tech scored 13 points during that stretch to build its biggest lead of the game at 21-5. The Ouachita defense then took over with only 9 points given up in the second period to keep the game manageable and only have a 10-point deficit going into the locker room at halftime. The Tigers controlled the third period, scoring 10 points off turnovers and finishing the period with a 9-0 run in the final 2:37 to cut the deficit down to 3 heading into the fourth. That run extended to 13-0 in the fourth period to give Ouachita its first lead since the first possession on the game. From that point, the two squads went back and forth with neither team leading by more than 2 until Ouachita went on a 6-0 run to take a 5-point lead with 2:36 remaining. Tech cut the deficit down to 2 on 2 different occasions down the stretch, but Laney Mears went 4 for 4 at the free throw line in the last 2 possessions to seal the win. The Tigers are back in action next Saturday, December 9th, on the road against Southern Arkansas. Tip-off is set for 1 p.m. in Magnolia. 3 new Wagner pool records set by the Ouachita men's swimming and diving team helped the number 20 Tiger Sharks pick up a dominant 173-58 win over Truman State University on Saturday. The new Wagner pool records were Elijah Christensen broke the pool record in the 200 butterfly with a time of 1:51.52, winning the event and breaking the previous record set by V. Rosado in 2022. Miles Scholes set a new pool record in the 100 breaststroke with a time of 56.12, breaking the previous record set in 2021 by Jay Amarine. The 400 medley relay squad of Barrett Troop, Miles Scholes, Elijah Christensen, and Sam Ragsdale won the event and set the pool record with a time of 3:22.16. They beat the previous record set in 2006 by Akey, Ledrette, Manning, and Frankenberger. The number 20 Tiger Sharks won a total of 11 events against Truman. Tiger Sharks racked up a total of 173 points compared to 53 for Truman State, for number 20 Ouachita's fourth dual meet win of the season. The Tiger Sharks have some time off, but will look to keep up the success in the new year as they take on the University of Montevallo on Saturday, January 13th at 10 a.m. in Wagner Pool. A pool record was set as the Ouachita women's swimming and diving team edged past the Truman State Bulldogs by a score of 117 to 112. The 400 medley relay squad of Jamison Tankersley, Kayleigh Holcomb, Rachel Del Angel, and Dee Dee Christensen won the event and broke the Wagner pool record that was previously set in 2021 by the squad of Montgomery, Clark, Parker, and Henderson. The Tiger Sharks won a total of 5 events against the Bulldogs as they won a close one, totaling 170 points to TSU's 112 for Ouachita's third dual meet win of the season. To show fairness to our opponents, Ragsdale's Bulldogs set 3 Wagner pool records on Saturday, setting new records in the 1,000 free, 500 free, and the 400 free relay. The Tiger Sharks have some time off, but will look to keep up the success in the new year as they take on the University of Montevallo on Saturday, January 13th at 10 a.m. in Wagner Pool. If you want to keep up with the latest in Ouachita sports, be sure to visit obutigers.com and tune into the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. For the last time in the Jordan year, this is Brody Kriegel, and this has been your Roar Rundown.
Well, you probably don't need or want the reminder, but finals are starting on Monday and lasting through Friday of next week. Don't forget to check your syllabi for your exam dates and times. Stay strong, everyone.
Yes, we wish you all the best of luck on those finals. We know they're nerve-wracking, but just remember, Christmas is coming. Now, I still feel like a little kid around this time of year because I totally geek out over Christmas, but it's the reason for the season and the traditions that make it the most wonderful time of the year.
Christmas really is a special time. Ouachita has some special traditions, the decorations, Christmas on Ouachita Street that took place last week, Christmas lunch tomorrow in the Cap, and many others. But we want to hear your favorite family traditions. So we asked you on our Instagram story, and we're sharing some of your responses. Kate Ellis said her family always watches the Polar Express movie. Isaac Bourne said simply putting up the Christmas tree, and Addie Wood said making gingerbread houses. Kaylin, I gotta hear yours.
So we always read 2 things on Christmas. We read the Christmas story from the Bible, and then we have a children's book that we've read since I was a little girl. It's The Crippled Lamb, and it's just a story about how God never leaves one lamb behind. It's just a sweet reminder of the reason for the season. But I have to hear your reason too, your tradition. What is it, Haley?
Well, mine's a little less sentimental, but I have an ornament that we call the Christmas pickle, and it's a German tradition, and so every year we hide it on the tree, and the whole family searches for it, and if you find it, you get to open the first gift, and then you hide it again for next year. So it's kind of been a tradition. It's less sweet than a book, but it creates some good friendly competition.
That's fun, though. I love that. You got to have competition at Christmas time, too.
Absolutely. Well, that's all we have for you today. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ouachita News Show and answer each one of our questions of the week. You just might see your responses pop up on the show.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ouachita News Show, so you never miss out on the latest and greatest Ouachita news. But before we head out, we have a special message from the news team. They're coming in now.
This is the whole crew that you don't get to see behind the scenes.
Yes. Well, from all of us on the news show, we wish you a Merry Christmas! And we will see you in 2024. Not 2024. Goodbye.